leap of faith.
This is the way. Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Tells me the most relentless.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Film Optix, brought to you by the Drive-In Podcast Network, where we discuss film, TV, and everything pop culture related. I'm your host, Christian, and I'm joined by one of my co-hosts, Devin, and my good friend as well. And today we are going to be bringing you our cup. Wow. I'm sorry, everyone. It's been a long freaking week. So please bear with me. Anywhooser, we're going to be reviewing the season finale of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 6, titled One World, One People. And before we begin today's review, you can listen to our podcast on platforms around the internet. And you can also check us out here on YouTube as well, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Film Optix for all of our latest announcements. Devin, man, it is freaking Friday, my dude. What's up? How you been?
We made it barely.
Amen.
We're barely hanging on.
Amen to that, man. It has been, man, and I know I say every week it's been crazy, but like this week has literally just been like pure hell. But hey, we made it through another work week. You know, we're here, we're talking some TV shows. We got The Falcon and Winter Soldier season finale, and I get my second vaccination shot on Sunday. So that'll be a lot of fun. Good stuff there.
Classic Sunday event.
Yeah.
Nice needle in your arm.
Right. But I guess I wanted to ask you, besides, you know, Falcon and Winter Soldier, what have you been watching? What have you been playing? You been reading anything new, or just same old, same old?
I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows, the FX TV series on Hulu, based on the movie from Taika Waititi.
I never saw I've seen the movie, but I've never seen the series.
The series is amazing.
What is it on? What platform is it on?
Hulu.
Oh, it is on Hulu. Okay.
Yeah, every FX show is on Hulu.
Oh, okay. Oh, hence, okay, yeah, that makes sense with Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So, yeah. So, how far are you? I'm going to keep tabs on you. How far are you in The Last of Us?
I'm in the part where we meet up with the two brothers.
Okay.
And I'm like towards the end of that.
All right. So you're about midway, almost midway, I'd say. So getting there. I feel it, man. It's this has been so much gaming news this week too. It's just, you know, we haven't really reported on the news in a while. So I'm like, man, I really miss it. But next week we'll be there.
Oh yeah.
We'll be there back reporting all the news for everyone. You know, it's, you know, we tried, you know, covering two shows at once, which is totally fine. Just got a little hectic with everything else that's going on. I definitely feel like it would have made it a little bit easier if one was released like earlier in the week, so we're not dropping two podcasts on the same day. But you know, people are gonna pick and choose whatever they want to listen to anyway. So yeah. So let's just dive straight into our Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 6 review. One World, One People, the season finale. So from here on out, you know, there will be spoilers once you hear this little bad boy. There will be spoilers there. So we're going to talk about our initial reactions, go through the episode breakdown, any nice Easter eggs that we might have found. And I guess we can kind of nix the prediction, because actually a little bit ago, they kind of confirmed that there will be a Captain America 4 film is on its way. So I guess it pleased a lot of people. But Devin, what are your thoughts?
I want to hear your thoughts, because it sounds like you did not have a good time.
Okay, so I thought it was a very mid season finale, because I really liked everything with Sam and Isaiah. I thought that was very, very touching. That was amazing.
I agree.
And, you know, the speech that he gave towards the end, and I'm assuming we're just getting into spoilers, but we'll get into it a little bit later. But so those parts are really what were very strong to me. I didn't like Carly's death. I thought it was very underwhelming. I didn't like how they gave John Walker this pseudo semi redemption arc, when honestly I think that should have went to the Flag Smashers in a way. But I'm kind of, still thinking about that. I'm just going to come out and say it right now. I would give this like a C plus, like for a finale, and just be done with it. So that's the podcast, everyone. Thank you for listening.
That was quick.
No, it's all right. But yeah, like I said, it's mid. The parts that I like, those are great. It's just, I mean, they did great with what they were dealt with. We know about the missing plot line, the virus plot storyline, but they did good with what they were, with what they had. I definitely feel like WandaVision is more my style over than Falcon and Winter Soldier. I see a lot of people saying, oh, this is just generic MCU stuff. I'm like, well, I don't even think it's that. Like, it just felt there's so many missing holes and whatnot. And I'm sorry, Sharon Carter as the power broker, I told y'all, shit was weak, super weak. I was like, I don't care about Sharon Carter in that way. And the show is trying to make me care that she's the power broker. And obviously Sam and Bucky still don't know. The only person who knew was Kari and her, gang of super soldiers. But I guess R.I.P. Like the way that Kari died, like I felt like a little bit more like sympathetic towards her than Battlestar, but that wasn't a lot. It was like maybe like this much, like 5 meters or like 5 inches, like more. I cared. But
metric system.
Yeah, the metric system. But yeah, those are just pretty much my initial thoughts. What about you, man? Because I'm like I said, it wasn't the worst for sure. But what do you feel?
I pretty much agree for the most part. I think everything that had to do with Sam becoming Captain America was like great in this episode, especially. Everything Sam did was great. Even to a lesser extent, Bucky, he was solid this episode. But it's the bad guys where they messed up in the finale.
Yeah.
Like all of them. We've already mentioned before the Flag Smashers. It's understandable. Like that's a hard story to fix when you're that deep into development and actually shooting and having to reshoot. That's tough to do and pull off. So they did the best they could there. But as far as John Walker goes, like that they're redeeming him this early, like that was weird. It was like 2 episodes ago he's murdering a guy with the shield, and now he's trying to save people and getting a head nod from Sam.
Yeah, that was weird.
Weird.
Did not like that at all. I mean, yes, did he do the right thing? Did John Walker do the right thing by trying to save those people on the truck? Absolutely. But it's like, by that time, like, it's too late for him. He's.
I understand they're trying to make him like this anti-hero type of character that's kind of plays both sides, but it was just too soon. Like it was probably like a couple weeks ago. He just murdered that dude in that show's time. Yeah,
that was literally episode 4, I think it was.
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah,
episode 4.
Yeah.
Episode 5, he gets punished, and episode 6, oh, he's a good guy now, kind of.
Yeah, he's kind of like a gray Jedi in a way, as what I'm seeing now.
That's what they're trying to go for, but it felt rushed here.
Yeah,
they could have fleshed it out more. And then I agree, Sharon Carter as the power broker, it's weird. Why? I need to know why she's doing this, how she did this, how did she rise to this power? Because she said she got snapped and came back.
Yeah.
That gives her like 6 months to become the power broker. Unless there's like 2 ways that works. Either she lied about being snapped or she's a Skrull.
You see, I see a lot of people saying she's.
I feel like they would have shown that.
So because I mean we got the Skrulls and
unless they're tired that we're getting annoyed with all the Skrull reveals.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't understand. She's just kind of she's not a character because we don't know anything about her really. She's just like this mystery figure that's a power broker now.
Dude, I have no freaking clue because it's just I can kind of see them going the way of, hey, like she's a Skrull, like them leading up to like Secret Invasion. That would make sense, but
they didn't even do that at the end. They just kind of said, oh, I'm going to sell government secrets now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you why.
yeah, it's just this episode kind of starts off. God, I'm trying.
And also, just to mention, the last villain being Zemo, who's widely the favorite, is just sitting on the sideline in jail,
chilling the raft
during the finale.
Yeah, I mean, U.S. Agent John Walker. You know, we see him meet up with Valentine, so there's always that. It's weird because like it just seems that his wife is just along for the ride with like everything.
She's kind of there.
She's literally just there the entire time, and it's just like, oh my gosh. I kept telling. Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened there. It's like parents are calling. I'm like, I told her I was in the middle of recording, but that's fine. Any hooser. Yeah. So sorry, what were you saying?
We were just talking about how the bad guys are all kind of messed up in the finale.
Yeah. Flag Smashers just didn't they didn't really hold my attention. Like,
I'm willing to set that aside because of the issues they had, but then it's like Sharon Carter and John Walker and Zemo, they messed those up too. So it's like,
yeah,
I can give you one break, but you got to kind of come through with these other characters.
Yeah.
And Carly's death, like, it meant nothing. I felt nothing. They like brought her down like an angel from heaven. I was like, I don't care. Just toss her to the side.
And she definitely like showed a lot of potential. Like she really, really did. Because like she quickly became.
Also can't forget Batroc. That dude's finally dead. Batroc.
Who was that?
Batroc the Leaper.
Oh, dude, he was so forgetful. Like
he's finally dead. We can get rid of him now.
I couldn't. I was just like, dude, really? I don't know. And I hate that we're Debbie Downers about this, but it's just I'm kind of disappointed. I don't know. I'm just.
I do think they nailed everything to do with Sam and Bucky's
Sam and
arc.
Bucky. Yeah. Okay.
Which at the end of the day, that's what the show's about. We said the same thing about WandaVision, where it's the title of the show, and that's what they set out to do, and they did it. So you have to give them some credit for that, at least. But
yeah. It's just even with like Bucky's, like he just like we don't see the I think it's Vietnamese or Japanese. I think I really don't. I don't want to assume, but Asian, I'll just say, we don't really see it. We don't see him until the very end. And he's just like, oh, like, I killed your son. And then like, literally just like nothing happened. He just leaves. I'm assuming the guy kicked him out. And then he kind of just sees a girl in the window. And then like, that was it. But then he kind of got, the wrap up with his therapist, which was okay, I guess, but I don't know. It's odd stuff. It just really is. I'm trying to think of, was there anything else I really liked? I mean, obviously the boat scenes are always a good fun time.
I heard someone mention, I think it was Heavy Spoilers, mention that the boat was a good analogy for the Shield. How he has to work together with the community to try to clean it up and bring it back to where it should be.
What did you think of John Walker's knockoff Walmart shield?
His little dollar store trinket.
It's General Mills. That's what I keep telling people. You get the Frosted Flakes of Tony the Tiger, and then there's a Frosted Flakes with the polar bear on it. It's right there. It's crazy stuff. Or it's like Cocoa Puffs, and then there's like Cocoa Circles or whatever, and it's like, okay, it's clearly the same thing. It's just I think there's one for
I'm excited about the future of the show, though, as far as of Captain America 4.
Do you think this will get like a season 2, like the show?
No, I think the movie will be that instead, I think. Okay. Which is an interesting decision that they went for a movie instead of season 2.
I think that was a smart decision.
Anthony Mackie definitely deserves it. I'll say that.
Yeah, and that's what I keep
his
seeing.
Spotlight.
Yeah, I really do like Anthony Mackie as Captain America. Especially his.
We got to talk about that new suit. He's looking pretty fly.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, as soon as I saw that, the first thing that came into my mind was A-Train. Like literally.
I didn't see that, but
I think it was just not the wings, obviously, but I think it was just more of the goggles. Like when I was like, oh, like kind of looks like A-Train, but you know, a souped up version of A-Train, kind of sort of.
I just love how he incorporates the shield and the wings all together.
Yeah.
Like, there's that one scene where he like turtles on the ground and doesn't get hit by anything.
He's actually, you know, he's using the wings to his advantage. And it looks clean. It looks nice. I mean, that came straight from Wakanda. So I'm assuming there's some vibranium in those wings as well.
Oh yeah.
So he's
not gonna be tearing those off anymore.
No, not at all. But yeah, it's great. You know, it shows that he doesn't really need the serum. I kind of like that he doesn't have the serum. I mean, if he did, I feel like I don't think it'd be necessarily OP because, you know, if his wings were to break for whatever reason, you know,
he can barely beat Batroc the Leaper. So he's not OP.
No, not at all.
In any danger of that.
Yeah, can we talk about how Sam literally just like schooled all those governors like right after like everything with the flag smashers?
Yeah, but his speech was definitely interesting. It was definitely like heavy-handed, like
yeah,
but it definitely got the job done as far as showing his character and impressing Isaiah Bradley. That was a cool moment.
Yeah,
you can just see he like nods and like finally like, yes, we did it.
And I really like he went the one male senator. He's like you just don't understand. He's like, don't understand. He's like, I'm a black man wearing the stars and stripes. Yeah. It's like, what do you mean I don't understand?
This is the first time in a while we can both understand together.
Yeah. It's crazy. And I mean, I was seeing a lot of things on Twitter where people were saying, you know, like Carly's philosophy made sense. And it's like,
if I knew what it was, I might give you an opinion on it. No one knows what she was doing.
I've been trying to piece it together all day, dude, and it just is not working out for me. It's not working out for me at all. Like it
like she keeps trying to kill people and just like they don't matter, and it's just like, why?
One world, one people. Well, I'm not gonna lie. She kind of went on a little bit of a murder spree there for a bit. Like
she tried.
She didn't care. I mean, she's like, I'm trying to get this message across. Like, let's go. I was like, all right, well, I mean, I see what you're trying to do, but yeah, the whole thing with like the power brokers and everything else was just a mess. Hold on one second. Sorry, had to plug the old MacBook in before it died. I was like, ooh, that was a close one.
I one thing I did really enjoy is all the seeds they planted for future like appearances and movies and series.
Yeah. Oh,
like
absolutely.
Obviously, the new Falcon, he showed up in the finale. He's definitely going to be a part of the futures. The new Falcon, he seems like a cool guy. So
yeah,
glad to get him around. And then the Thunderbolts, that's a big one. We've been wondering about this for a while. If they're ever going to have a kind of an anti-hero type team up, and it's here.
Marvel's.
We got Zemo and John Walker leading it.
Yeah. Possible. I mean, well, I thought Carly was going to join them or something, but it's just like, I mean, even with Carly, like she sees Sam in the new suit, and it's like, even you, he's what does she say? She's like, you're feeding into their bullshit. And then he's like, listen, he's like, I'm just trying to, you know.
And then she turns to Bucky and she's like, have you ever fought for anything? And it's like, are you serious? This dude was in World War II, Infinity War. He fucking fought Thanos.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like literally, like, I mean, Bucky is like a walking history book right now, honestly.
Yes. He's the definition of fighting for a cause.
The man has literally read The Hobbit when it first came out. Like, yeah, he knows.
It's like they tried to make Harley unlikable, and it definitely worked.
Yeah, but it's like, does Carly even know Bucky's past? Like, or does she just know him as the Winter Soldier? Like, does she know how close she was with how close he was with Captain America, or to some kind of extent. I really don't know.
I'm curious as to what the general population knows happened during Infinity War and Endgame. Like, I wonder if they know who everybody was involved, because they know Falcon was there.
Yeah,
because he's treated like a celebrity. But I wonder if they know everybody involved.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like I said, I mean, I was looking forward to this series. I mean, to a point, it just really isn't like, I don't think this, and it has nothing to do with the politics or whatnot, like that, all the, the, everything they were saying. Like, I thought all of that was fine. I think it's just, I like these two together, but for some reason, I really don't know. There was something about this show. I was just like, I mean, I was excited. Like, I watched it I woke up early every single morning, and, I watched it, or not every single morning, every single Friday, watched it, before I hopped on Twitter to, like, avoid spoilers and whatnot. But like, I thought it was decent all around. Like, if I were to give this, this entire series, like this entire season, like a grade, it would probably be like a B-, just because I feel like, I mean, it's as it, I mean, we've known this before, like a superhero movie is only as good as its villains. And I mean, they tried, like, I was super interested in the Flag Smashers when it first started, and then it kind of just went down from there. And we got a lot of meaningless deaths. And I mean, I'm kind of glad that Steve Rogers wasn't there. I'm honestly just assuming that he's dead at this point. Like, they keep saying, oh, like Steve's gone.
That's too careful a word choice. They could just say dead, but they didn't.
Yeah, I guess it is the same. It's the same thing with, like, well, actually, never mind. I was going to get into Daredevil, but I don't want to ruin anything for you. So, because you definitely need to watch that series. But for those people who know, when certain characters are gone, they know what they're talking about. For people who've watched Daredevil, but yeah, it like I said, it's a good series so far. Step in the right direction. I know, I think Griff Schiller was not a fan of the ending of WandaVision or this, but sometimes people do need to understand that, even though the season finales for certain shows don't always land, like it's all about the journey that gets them there. I remember someone was, this Game of Thrones 10th anniversary is happening right now, and someone had tweeted saying, oh, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones and it's making me physically hurt because I know how bad that how bad everything's going to end. And I'm like, that's such an over exaggeration of everything. And it's like, okay, you're being a little bit extra there. Like, I mean, if you don't like the ending, that's fine. I wasn't super crazy about the ending of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Overall, I thought the series was okay. I know Amanda and a few other people out there, they love the series, and that's great. This series wasn't for me. They didn't like WandaVision, but I loved WandaVision. So, I mean, not everything that Marvel pumps out has to appease to every single, like, Marvel fan. The same thing with Star Wars. Like there's a Star Wars TV show or movie out there for everyone. Like, they cover so many crazy, like, genres into one. The same thing with Marvel. So it's like, you kind of just like pick and choose. Like, I'm very excited for Loki. So there we go. You know what I mean?
I'd probably give it a solid B, a little more positive, but I think they did a good job of showing their characters' growth, especially Sam. The idea of him having to accept the shield and everything that comes with it, and seeking out guidance from a former Captain America and his best friend and his former lover, I guess. Sharon Carter's just so weird. I don't know why she's here.
She's like, I mean, I guess, like, she served a purpose prior, but it's like, like
it was weird ever since she kissed Steve.
Yeah. I mean, like, she gets a full pardon back in the United States, and then she gets a call. She's like, all right, guys, we're going to have access to all this, government secrets and stuff like that. I'm like,
I saw somewhere that's probably leading into Armor Wars, which makes sense. The Don Cheadle show.
He was in this. Okay. Everyone was like, oh, like, they kept saying, oh, Don Cheadle's in this show. I'm like, he was in it like the first episode for like 2 minutes. Haven't seen this man since. But
That's all you needed.
I guess, I mean, for Armor Wars, I guess that makes sense. You know, it is nice that we are getting these Marvel TV shows. I mean, even though people aren't super crazy about this, I gotta say it's better than the Netflix MCU. Like, it honestly, if you're not watching Jessica Jones or like Daredevil or even like Punisher, like the rest, Defenders, Luke Cage is all right. Iron Fist.
I mean, yeah. I mean, for a TV show, this stayed movie level quality the entire 6 hours.
Yeah, it did.
It's impressive what they're doing.
Yeah. What if Marvel had like their own version of Quibi? Maybe Marvel Quick Bites.
Those Marvel Legend episodes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. I haven't watched those in a while. Well, they only do it when like a new show comes out, right?
Yeah, I do it for every character though.
Yeah, I think I'm just more excited. Like I'm excited that we're getting these. Like as much as I love the WandaVision, I'm very excited for Loki. I'm excited to get into the TV shows for heroes we haven't seen. You know what I mean? Like Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, even Secret Invasion. You know, Emilia Clarke is now attached to that project, so it's like I'm more excited to see the newer heroes. And I it's not that I'm getting fatigued on, you know, because a lot of these I'm not getting fatigued on, you know, this heroes that we have now, but I think it is more of, you know, it's nice to kind of get the aftermath of, you know, everything that happened after the snap with some certain characters. You know, and it's nice that, you know, they're kind of diving into some that we're familiar with, and then we're kind of diving into the unknown with these newer shows. But hey, we don't have any Marvel content coming up in June, but we have the Bad Batch in May. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Do we not have Loki?
That's yeah. I'm saying we don't have Marvel content until June. Yeah. So
you said in June.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Like I said, dude, it has been a rough day. Yeah. So Loki comes out in June. So May we don't have anything. Well, we have the Bad Batch, like I said, but I think that's about it.
Should have had Black Widow.
Honestly, dude, July, like really? Freaking July. I gotta wait. Oh my God. Don't get me wrong. Like the new trailer they pumped out got me very excited.
I'm surprised that new trailer showed so much new stuff.
I'm actually kind of glad it did, because I was like, I swear to God, if we see the same, you know, 5-6 shots over and over again, just a little bit more, then it would have gotten stale. But I mean, July, man, we could have had it. But that's okay. So was that your
my series score would be a solid B. The finale probably a B-.
Okay. So yeah, for me, so the series for me, B-. Season finale C+. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Yeah, I think that actually concludes everything today. We're trying to keep these a little bit shorter for you guys, because we also have our Invincible episode 7 review dropping by the time you're listening to this, it's already out. So definitely go check that out if you haven't already. So, I'm pretty sure that covers everything. Also, I wanted to say really quick, I had the pleasure of interviewing one of my really good friends, Kayla Woodson. She's an up-and-coming country music star here in Nashville. I did about like a 30-minute review with her on the podcast. You can also check out a little bit more about her over at themusiccitydrivein.com. Wrote a little bit of a written piece, and she has a new single out that's called Watch Me. It's very, very, very good. She is a talented singer, deserves more, you know. But yeah, you know, it's all about the rise and grind. So, definitely check that out. Devin, are we doing Mortal Kombat? Are you seeing that tonight?
Yeah, I'm going at 7.
Ooh, I probably should buy my ticket. I had it and I'm dog sitting this weekend. So I'm trying to I might have to skip this one in Dolby and just go to the normal one, because the Dolby theater up by me, it's a little bit farther.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you just turn on HBO.
Oh, dude, I forgot it's on HBO. But okay, I don't want to watch this in HBO on HBO. Like,
I need to get back to the theater.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's just, man, oh man. But anyway, so I feel like we should review for Mortal Kombat maybe sometime next week, but we'll definitely figure that out and, let all of our wonderful listeners out there know. But that pretty much concludes today's episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 6, the season finale, titled One World, One People. Again, Devin, thank you always for coming on. Everyone who is listening on podcast platforms, make sure to leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps out with our placements. If you're watching it here on YouTube, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Let us know what you thought about the season finale of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier in the comment section down below. So let's just get on out of here because we got another podcast to record. And that's a wrap for today, everyone. Thank you all for listening. Make sure to check out the other shows over on MusicCityDriving.com and subscribe to our show so you never miss an episode. That was Devin. My name is Christian, and we'll see you guys in the next one.